Okay, righto. I'm going to change the coolant or the antifreeze of my Toyota Tazz. This car is like 23 years old, so it's the first time I'm going to put new fluid in. And the first thing I did is to remove the bottom plate. Here's the bottom plate is like a few screws, and just have to clean it a little bit. And then I'm gonna access. Let's go underneath here, and you're just gonna undo this little clamp here, and I'm gonna take the water out. So I have to see if I can't, like the heater water pipes is there. Maybe I'm gonna decided to maybe take it out here, just to make sure that all the waters and the heater is also out. Otherwise there's still half a liter of water in there. I don't want to mix it too much of the old ones and the new ones, but I think we will maybe do it under the easy way. Alrighto. And then I'm gonna put the Shell. I bought the Shell coolant. Shell long life is 4 liters. It takes 5 liters, they say in the bookie. So organic additive technology, solely pre-mixed. Okay, I have my bucket here, and I'm gonna put the water in here. I'm just gonna open it quickly. Okay, there it goes. Just catch it here with the bucket. I'll wait till everything is out. I'm gonna open this. Gonna open there, and I'm gonna open the heater inside. Now you go and you open the heater. The water can also come out. $159,555, 23 years. I'll have to get a pipe in here and suck all this water also out. It's already empty. Oh, I see. Yeah, it sucks it out of here, but we'll just make sure it's empty. Okay, I'm gonna this pipe over here comes from the heater. Then see, there's also some water coming out. Let's put it in a bucket in the bottom there. This is now obviously the water from. Let's just try to catch it here. She's running all over the place. There's just water everywhere. Let's see. Okay, now I just need to maybe just make sure everything is nice and clean and put it back. Then we can pour the water in again. So I think this is open. So that one will close in the meantime. This old place, and then put this back, and then I think that this will be empty now. The next step is to take all these things out and put a little pipe in here. Get this bucket. Okay, and now we're gonna do this thing. You just suck it out. Now the last little bit in that container is running out here. Yeah, so now that containers also finished now. So this one is also empty. I always make use of this Wins dash for the rubbers. While it's open in the bottom, I'll quickly spray this pipe and then you rub it. So it enhances the rubber and the plastic. It lasts a little bit longer. And then I think it will be alright. And then it's a bit dirty here, but I'm not going to clean it in the bottom, so that will leave like this. And while you're on the bottom here, you can somehow spray the rubber boots of your CV joints and all the rubber stuff, fittings, ball joints. You put some rubber of this rubber spray on. Then you know that is good for a while. Okay, right now it's time to clean this bottom plate. Normally you spray Prepsol as a degreaser, and then you take a steel brush and you can take all that gunk off, and then take the hose pipe. So many layers of stuff lying here. Break it loose. Then you can clean it with the hose pipe. Put some more stuff on. Then you take a cloth. Crap, and then that's it. Okay, while I'm underneath here, I decided to check the gearbox oil. It's a plug here. You undo the plug. Normally it runs out when it's hot, but there's nothing in there. So I already bought this previously. It's a Spirax manual transmission fluid, and then I'm gonna take a syringe, a big syringe, and then you just suck it in here, the oil, and then you can seem like this, and then you push it in there. Then you see until it runs out. So like this, and then you go like this, and then you push that in there until it runs out. Then you know it's full. Just put a thing underneath here. If it messes, it can go in there. Just gonna fold the thing up again. Okay, you can see it start dripping here. So then I know it's full. Then I just close it and then it's finished. Okay, I put the bottom plate back. Everything is sharp now. Just gonna put coolant in and then fill it up. Then I'm gonna start the car so that the heater can also fill up. Then I fill up the small container also. Because the thermostat is closed now, it's gonna take a while to get everywhere. And I'll put some in here so long. No, that's full. Now, if you guys don't understand what's happening here with this radiator plug, you can see it's spring loaded. When and that hole is on top of this first seal here. When it heats up, it lifts, and then this is an enclosed system. Then when it cools down, it sucks out of that container, out of the reservoir, suck it in here again. But there's another rubber here for the top for it not to go out. So there's a little bit enclosed. When it cools down, it sucks again, fills up your radiator. I'm gonna close it and just start the car, and or maybe just leave it open. I'll check and then just fill it up. You can see the bubbles there when I rev it. And I can just fill it up again. Okay, guys, I'm finished now. I topped up as far as possible. I let the car run, and can feel the hot water comes out here. So this pipe is hot. The thermostat open, and I fill this bottle up. I guess it will be a few bubbles in here that needs to settle. Then it will fill up from this container here, and hope this is successful. Okay, hope you learned something. Enjoy this video. Till next time. Ciao.